Yo, we're live, people.
Hello.
It is showtime. England versus Belgium in the Nations League. Big game that Southgate's not taken seriously, obviously, for some reason, by dropping Grealish again for an important match. Oh, it's fine. I played him
again. He played him once.
No, because last Nations League game against Denmark, he didn't start him either. He came on for the last 15 minutes, and in those 15 minutes, created more chances than the whole England team in the previous 75. So we didn't start him again.
There you go.
So yeah, Grealish, the anti-Grealish agenda and the Mount propaganda begins. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, like Mount is a great player in himself, but in terms of his creativity and what he offers to England, like playing Grealish,
you want a player that can do something different. And I don't see that from Mount at the moment.
No, Grealish is the only one that offers pure creativity in the England side currently. Considering you're missing Sancho, well, he's not starting, but you're missing Sterling, you're missing Sancho, you're missing Kane. Because even Kane offers more in creativity than anyone else in the team.
Yeah, but what you need in a team, really, to make it work, what you need is to fill it with right backs.
Oh, yeah.
What you need to do.
Obviously.
It's well known everywhere. The
more
right backs you can get on the pitch at the same time,
the better your team will do. Yeah, of course.
Obviously.
God, how do we not think about that? Chat, come on. We must have the record for the most amount of right backs in a match right now.
Hilarious.
It is bloody mental. But how are we doing, people? Who's ready for the England-Belgium game? Let us know if you're watching in support of Belgium. I think one person is there. I love pandas. LOL seems to be a Belgium fan, or Sarah de Lanchier, and is from Antwerp by the sounds of things. Yeah. So hello to any Belgium watchers that are coming here. We're everyone's invited. We're here for a nice little chill reaction to.
I actually know more Belgian players than I do England.
You're not wrong there, actually. I mean, obviously, like Belgium are missing people like Hazard, and I think their weakest points are definitely their fullbacks. However, the rest of the players, I mean, De Bruyne speaks for himself.
Yeah, so the weakest players are the fullbacks, so we don't play anyone.
So we don't play any wingers, yeah.
Yes.
Instead, we put right backs against their right backs. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, sure. That makes sense. Yeah, everyone, leave your score predictions down below for this clash against Belgium. It almost seems to be like a little mini rivalry because we seem to face Belgium quite a lot, and it's always between I think us and Belgium for that kind of level. Yeah, we always seem to be at that same kind of level. And
Belgium in the last few years have had the better individuals, without any shadow of a doubt.
But they also, apart from the last one, what is it, the previous World Cup? Everyone was like, oh, Belgium are going to win it. Belgium are going to win it. And then they kind of crashed out very early on.
Last time.
Yeah. Obviously, we played them in the third place playoff and had them in our groups as well. But we've got a £5 dono from Anna Dawes, a member. Hi, guys. Thoughts on these new football changes and pay-per-view game opinions? Woo! Do you have an hour?
I saw a great statement from the Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Trust today.
Oh, yeah.
Where they were, I agree totally with what they were saying. It was like, listen, guys, let's open a conversation. Let's have a chat because we need to understand where you're coming from because it cannot make sense for £14.95. You are literally outpricing people out of the game and just pushing people more to illegal streams or to having more house gatherings with more people together because you share the cost in that way. Or everyone going down the pub, that kind of thing. So it goes against what we're trying to achieve as a society.
Massively, yeah.
The price point is just too high. You can't be doing £15
per game.
Per game.
You pay £15 to watch like some elite boxing fight for the whole 4 hours or whatever it may be. You're not going to pay £15 to watch Brighton versus Burnley on a 3 p.m. Saturday.
Yeah. That's the counter argument is that the Premier League is losing a lot of money now and the broadcasters are not pulling in what they should.
So they should do an affordable plan, monthly plan, but not £15
more people that.
This is the problem. They're losing more money doing it.
Yeah.
Because I know so many people I know so many people that have actually pulled their subscriptions.
Yeah.
Entire subscriptions from BT Sport and Premier League because of the fact that they wanted to do the £15 pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So not only that, they're going to lose money from people pulling it out entirely because they know they're taking a piss, and the people are just not going to pay it because they'll watch it on streams, or legal streams.
Listen, this has been coming for a long time in terms of every game of your team being available for you to pay to watch. That's been coming. I think they do it in Spain. That's been coming.
Oh, doing it in America. They do it
long
everywhere.
time.
Everywhere but England.
So they've never quite agreed to be able to do that, and this is their way in, and gives them the opportunity to do that.
So wrong though, but
it's got too high a price level for that.
100.
A great question, Anna.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the rupee symbol, potentially.
Okay.
Anyway, Nithin with the 100 somethings. Give a huge shout out to Kerala Spurs. We are a huge fan of your channel. Hey, shout out to Kerala Spurs. Appreciate you lot massively.
Nice one.
Appreciate that big time. Yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Let me show you the lineup now. So this is where it all goes wrong. Here is the. Let me just see if that's showing on stream. Yeah, there you go. So this is the lineup today. Game kicks off, as you can see, in 9 minutes here. Well, let's go for the England team. So Jordan Pickford makes his way back in goal, despite the fact that Dean Henderson and Pope are both better goalkeepers than him. Yeah, but we move. We go for a back five again with 3 right backs, being Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kyle Walker, and Kieran Trippier. Kyle Walker obviously playing centre back in the back 3, which he did for the World Cup a bit, but then you've got right back Kieran Trippier playing left wing back, which is all sorts of questionable because we are not going to get any crosses in from the left-hand side because of him. Maguire the Fridge, who just got pumped 6-1 by Spurs.
Hey.
And Eric Dyer, who is he's learning the centre-back role. He's still not top dog. And then you've got a middle 2 of Henderson and Declan Rice, which just screams DMs, defensive mids. So we're playing 5 at the back and 2 defensive midfielders.
And we're home.
In Wembley. And then Mason Mount, Marcus Rashford, Calvert-Lewin. Okay, so no Grealish, so no creativity, because Mount doesn't really offer the same thing that Grealish does. Mount's a good player, but he definitely does not offer anywhere near the creativity that Grealish does. Rashford, I don't even think he scored in the Premier League yet. You can obviously, I know he must have done, but he's nowhere near in the form that he should be to start for England against Belgium when you've got the likes of Danny Ings on the bench. Harry Kane's only on the bench. He's not injured, by the way, confirmed by Southgate. He's not injured. He's just had a weird training week because he had first 2 days off because of our game on Sunday against Man U. Then he trained for a bit, but then he just said that he just hadn't trained enough to warrant a start. So he's expecting him to come on with 20 minutes to go.
Okay.
But then either way, Danny Ings, massively in form, doesn't get into the starting team. Calvert-Lewin's pretty much the only one in that front lot that deserves to be there, in my opinion. And then you move on to the Belgian one, which you get Mignolet. All right, not amazing goalkeeper. I don't know what's happening. Is Courtois on the bench? I don't know what's happened with Courtois. Is he injured or something?
I have no idea.
There's something going on there. But either way, they've got Boyata, Denayer, and Toby Alderweireld.
Toby.
They got Meunier and Castagna, which Castagna is in good form for Leicester. Tillemans, Witsel, Kevin De Bruyne, Carrasco, Lukaku.
I always like Witsel.
I like it. Witsel's a good player.
Obviously, we all know about De Bruyne. De Bruyne is different class. Although it hasn't really hit the
not
ground
this season
yet.
No.
But he hasn't had this easy opposition yet.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, if you look at their bench, they've only got Origi that's actually like a decent player on the bench. So, I mean, I think we do have the better options. Like we've got the likes of Grealish, Ings, Kane, Sancho.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of players that can change the game there drastically. Whereas
George and I looked at this earlier and said the subs look better than the first team.
The whole list of subs should be the first team.
Yeah. That would be a much better team.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Cody should get in, especially after scoring in the week. Pope should be in, I think, as the first choice goalkeeper for England. Then who are we saying? Mings probably should get ahead of Maguire right now. And then you've got the whole of Grealish, Ings, Kane, Sancho should be in the first team. So
yeah.
It's a bit of
But what do we know?
Yeah. We'll see.
We
seem to have quite a few Belgian people in here, so shout out to all the Belgian people that have dropped by in the stream.
See your score predictions, everyone.
Yes, predictions. I'm going to have to go for...
Is it heart or head?
I'm going to go for a smart, not smart, but like I'm going to go with what my head says, and I think it's going to be a 2-1 Belgian win. I don't think this is going to be an interesting game, to be honest with you. I feel like these kind of games always get massively overhyped, like it did in the World Cup, and that had to be one of the most boring group stage games I think I've ever seen. Was that the 0-0 or the 1-0? The 1-0, sorry. Like, oh god, that was shocking. So I'm not expecting too many goals, to be honest with you, unless it's all from Belgium. So that's the only way I can see it being like a mental game, to be honest. Bloody flies in the room. But yeah, what do you guys think? Obviously, we've got some Belgian people in here
I'm
saying
holding back on my prediction.
2-1 Belgium, 2-0 Belgium, 1-0 Maguire header. Good luck with that one. 1-0. I think 1-0 is a sensible shout. Football Things reckons it's going to be 3-1 to Belgium. Yeah, we're playing 3 right backs. Trent, Walker, and Trippier.
Yes.
I just realised that Saka's not even in the squad, and he's the only left wing back at the club.
Curtis, you can watch the game and listen to us.
Yeah. Curtis, stay. So just keep our reactions in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at that beautiful specimen Toby Alderweireld.
Right. Well, I think I don't know what. I think football's gone crazy recently.
Oh, this whole week has been mental for football.
I'm gonna go for.
What, you say like 4-0 England or something?
England 3, Belgium 5.
So you think the opposite to me? You think there's gonna be loads of goals?
I think there'll be loads of goals. After 20 minutes of nothing, then once the first goal goes in, it'll go crazy. How can there not be loads of goals? We haven't got defence.
Well, yeah.
We're full of defenders, but we haven't got defence.
And to be fair, apart from
6,
Toby, I don't think theirs is amazing either.
5 at the back and the 2 defensive midfielders.
Oh, that's just wrong.
7.
At least if you look at the way they've done it, they've got 5 at the back, but they've got Tielemans next to Witsel. Who Tielemans will be the more attacking player, and then Witsel is that covers everyone. So I think they've got an extremely good balance in pretty much the same formation, if that's what it ends up being like. Why is Dele not selected in England's nation squad? That is because Dele's not been playing for Spurs, so he can't be picked by. Well, he won't be picked by Southgate if he's not playing. It makes no sense.
So what we need, George, is a mascot. Have you brought a mascot along?
Yeah.
Hello.
That was signed, isn't it? Is that what we took to...
No, point the right way. This is signed by Harry Kane.
Everyone that was in the England team 4 years ago.
Someone else.
And someone else.
Roy Hodgson. I can read that one. I have no idea. John. We've got a John.
That's not John.
What was that?
I see the J, but I don't see any John there.
No idea. It was just before the Euros, before Hodgson got sacked. You got a video of it, haven't you? Our trip to St George's.
Oh yeah, I think it's on my channel.
Ago. Yeah, we've got him along. Don't think he'll quite fit on the screen.
Unless he holds there, but
you can get these bears from teddytastic.online.
Ooh,
my wife's business. So there you go. There he is. How's that?
Just chilling in the corner.
Except I need to phone back.
Oh man, that Belgian team just looks so much more interesting than ours. I mean, their defense is still a bit. Boyata and Denier aren't amazing.
How did Vertonghen break his jaw?
Didn't even know he did that.
He broke his jaw 3 weeks ago, apparently. I just read. So they thought he might be available. But is he a bunch of stuff? No, that wasn't.
They'll do... No, they're not. Because they're on that side. What a weird way to do it. It's like Belgium looking upwards. No, if he's broken his jaw, he won't be on the side at all. No spamming, guys. Really what is this on? It's on Sky Sports. Sky Sports is what the game is on.
I did like that England are being sponsored by BT Sport.
So yeah.
BT Sport.
BT Sport on Sky. It's clever from BT Sport.
All right, all the players are taking the knee.
It's about to kick off. Sancho, Kane and Grealish are better than Rashford and Mount, 100%.
That said, despite the negativity about the team lineups, come on, England.
Yeah, let's go. Prove us wrong.
Prove us wrong.
Prove us wrong. Prove
that you know so much more than the layperson, because everyone else thinks this.
Everyone is anti-Southgate right now, so we'll see what happens. It seems weird seeing like Toby in the number 2. I really like Axel Witsel as a player. I think he's a bit old, fairly old now. Like he's not worth buying anymore, but definitely a good player.
Well, certainly England have started pressing.
Yeah, pressing high. That's good. Come on, Rashford.
First chance already. Come on.
Oh. Who is that?
Trippier? Yeah.
Trippier number 3 was a bit weird.
Okay, so it's all England so far.
It's actually all England in the first minute.
Perfect start.
Just keep it up for the next 89.
Okay, we have gone from the edge of their area to back to keeper.
Interesting to see that Dyer's the most central defender. Looks like. Excuse me, looks like he is. Anyway.
Walker's on the right of the 3.
Although he's looking in the DM position right now.
Okay. Trippier looks
dear, Rice. Luckily, he managed to get away from Witsel there because he had a nice poor touch. Go on, Henderson over to Calvert-Lewin.
It's wide on the left.
Hold up, Geezer. Switch that. Beautiful.
Nice.
Is he going to make it? No, not quite. Castagne's dealt with that, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, off for a throw on. Come on. Great start. The first minute and a half, England are bossing.
Yeah, to be fair, this Belgian team's actually not anywhere near as like threatening as it was like a year or 2 ago. But I guess they don't have any. They don't have Hazard. Who else would they be missing? Nova Tongan.
No, there's one major player that's missing.
Well, definitely not Company anymore. No Dembele. Although he actually never really gets picked for Belgium, does he? Which is disastrous. I mean, I can understand nowadays, but even before, he would never really get in the team. Oh, Musa Dembele.
Mertens. Is that what I'm thinking?
Oh, yeah, Mertens is a decent player. Definitely played in the World Cup against us.
Oh, here come Belgium on the attack.
What a ball over. Who is that? De Bruyne there now.
De Bruyne.
You go for a shot there?
Went for a shot. He should have gone to try and get a handball.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised he didn't even ask for it.
Calvert-Lewin he's jumping a lot. He's looking dangerous at the moment. He's had a great start of the season. Be interested to see if he can keep it up. Here's Mount. He's going to prove us all wrong and show why.
Not enough.
He's ahead of.
Who was that? It's whoever their right back. I can't remember who their right back is. It is Munia. That's the one.
So where's Boyata playing?
Boyata's a centre back. He's a left centre back.
Yeah, but I think he's playing right back.
No, it's Munia. Munia's playing right back.
Okay.
He's playing left centre back. Boyata.
Well, my sources told me differently before the game.
It showed in the formation there on the screen.
Lukaku looks even bigger.
Yeah, Lukaku is huge. He's going to be a bit of a threat. I've always rated Lukaku. I think Man United ruined him.
It's interesting. It's almost like, we don't need pace because at the back we'll do Dyer and Maguire because we've got Lukaku.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if they knew Hazard was playing, it'd be a different story. Rashford's still got the ball, to be fair. I hate the fact we've got a right back in left back position. I think it's ridiculous.
Rashford was in a great position, cross the ball left-footed, but of course chose to come back onto his right.
I'll tell you what, I like the fact that we're starting with quite high intensity. It's good from the England team. Not letting Belgium walk all over us. And you're right, actually. Maybe De Bruyne's lack of form is probably going to, hopefully help us. Although it would be typical that he all of a sudden hits running against England. George, would you take Son for England if he was English? I think that's probably the stupidest question I've ever heard.
No offense.
No offense, but Son's one of the best wingers in the world, and you're saying you wouldn't take him. Kane better than De Bruyne so far this season with assists. Yeah, you're not wrong, actually. Kane's at the top of assists right now. Imagine he ends up top of the assist list by the end of the season.
Yeah.
And the Golden Boot. How mental would that be? People questioning whether he's still a good striker. Useless. People useless.
Not long till he has that little partnership with Gareth Bale.
Oh, stop it. A week yesterday. So on Saturday, we'll finally get to see, hopefully, the
Saturday.
3. Yeah, Saturday, I think we play West Ham. Oh, my God. I'm actually can't wait. Cannot wait.
I wonder if he'll start him or if he'll bring him on. I don't think he'll start.
I don't think he'll start him either, but I would love him to. If he's fit enough, I would love him to. Have you heard all of what they're saying about, like, how excited everyone is?
No,
and, like, the backroom stuff. Oh, you should read the article. Alistair Gold made, like, was obviously man like Alistair, absolute Spurs legend, journalist legend. He was basically saying that there's a huge buzz with the backroom staff, because you know how right now he's obviously at the Spurs training ground, training with the rest of the first team that's not on international duty, and basically he's saying that there is a huge buzz around him because they're watching what he's doing in training, and everyone's just getting mad excited because he's just producing the goods. So I cannot wait.
Yes,
he's finally going to silence those jealous haters that think he's finished purely because Zidane just wouldn't choose him in the team, despite the fact he quite literally won Real Madrid the Champions League only 2 years ago.
Yep. With that
bloody mental. Overhead, yeah, not just any old winner.
Yeah, just pretty average goal, wasn't
it? Tai-Jun Cho, he is not injured. Kane's not out. He's actually on the bench. He's not injured at all. They just said he hasn't trained much this week, so they didn't want to start him because they were worried about fitness.
So how does the muscle injury come out?
Oh, it's a load of crap, probably.
So
I'm hoping Mourinho leaked
just
it.
shows Mourinho.
Mourinho mind games are brilliant.
Mourinho's got in Gary's head, hasn't he? Mourinho
he's
definitely got in
Gary's head, 100%. He went from
Gary Southgate.
Young Gary wanted to play Kane in a pointless friendly, and Mourinho got to him. Didn't they say they were legit blown away? Yeah, they did, Lucas. Yeah. The staff are quite blown away with what he can produce. So I'm so excited. Well, I am convinced we have the best front three in the league, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Son, Kane, Bale. What? How is that even allowed? That should be illegal.
I don't know. And then we got the second best with Lucas Bergwijn,
Vinicius. What? What? We have
that's without Lamela getting in.
That's without Lamela. That's without Dele. We got a front six, mate. I think our second front three would get into any team outside the top six.
Oh, our second. Oh, yeah.
Our second three.
Yeah.
So Vinicius, Bergwijn, Lucas would get into any team outside the top six, hands down. That's mental.
I can't. I haven't seen enough of Vinicius.
Well,
I've only seen the YouTube clip. So
Vinicius will find
not being
out.
Funny, but Soldado could look good on a YouTube clip. So
that is true. That is true.
Obviously, his numbers were really good.
But if he's anything like Richarlison, then I think we can get really excited about it because that would be mental. He looks like a bit of a. I don't want to swear. S-house. A bit of a beast, dude. with the way he plays. I like that.
That's what Jose wants. So at the moment we're nearly 9 minutes in. Both teams kind of feeling their way into the game. I think there's not an awful lot.
Good little passing. Just Carrasco out on the left side.
Just done on 1-2.
Still got it. Oh, what a ball! Castagna
and Lukaku.
Not a great header.
Sideways.
Don't know how he goes that far back. That's really surprising. That was a lovely pass. Whoever did that into, I think it was Carrasco into Castagna. That little cheeky side ball through. Oh.
So Belgium now are beginning to get some possession, which England dominated in the very early minutes.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden Belgium said, nah. Sit down, boys.
This is how you play football. Do we have an option to buy for Vinicius? We do indeed. 42 million euros is the option to buy. What a genius move. We get a striker for a year. If he's the nuts, you sign him for 42 mil, which by then would be a bargain. If he's that good. If not, you just don't buy him. And you like all we've spent is like
Try before you buy.
all we would have spent is €3 million on a loan for a striker.
Oh, Belgium got a chance now. It's going to be 1-0.
Easy 1-0. Carrasco.
Wow.
How easy was that?
That was embarrassing.
Bloody
hell. Hold on. Offside. Offside's come out of nowhere.
I was just about to ask, is there VAR? But they said there's no VAR.
No VAR, so definitely not given.
Offside. Who? Must be on Munya from right at the
when
start.
he got the ball. When Munya got the ball. Which, no way. He is miles on.
Oh,
that is onside.
No, he's onside. He's onside because that's Dyer's foot has kept him on. But that's because they had to freeze the frame. Yeah.
So if
you wouldn't see that
VAR
would have given that.
100%. Wow. How late did he put the flag up?
He put it after they celebrated.
After they celebrated. What was he waiting for? I know they changed the rules a bit about when you flag, but I don't understand the point of that. You play on until there's another phase of football, they score, and then you cancel it. Wow, Belgium, that is unlucky, I've got to say. Perfectly legitimate goal, ruled out. For once, VAR going for our team.
Yeah. Wow, offside.
So it's bizarre, isn't it? You don't have VAR, you want it.
Yeah.
When you do have VAR, you go mad about how they screw it up. But there, for offsides, I don't think there's normally too much case. VAR should be in. Belgium coming again. All right, we can clear that one. I do like the look of Calvert-Lewin. He's doing really well.
Yeah, I like Calvert-Lewin a lot.
Holds the ball up well. He's got great presence about him. He's able to jump.
I love Paddy Power. Belgium have a goal ruled out of offside with the linesman waiting approximately 27 minutes before putting up his flag just to be safe.
I've done that already. Brilliant. Did you see the Jamie Redknapp Paddy Power?
Oh, yeah. I saw that yesterday before they put it into the family chat. That was brilliant.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Paddy Power, like their social media team are unbelievable. They're really good. Their Twitter is like one of the best like corporate Twitter accounts out there. 100%. Or branded Twitter accounts, whatever you want to call it. But how are we all doing, everyone? What do you reckon? There's no spice in international matches missing Spurs game. Yeah. It's just not that interesting, is it?
We were just on a roll. We loved that every 2-3 games.
Yeah. New stream.
Spurs.
Now I don't know what to do when there's no Spurs game.
What are we meant to do now?
Oh, I was going to say, that one must have been offside.
Yeah.
Passed it straight back to him.
So the linesman on this side is England's player of the match at the moment.
I think that's definitely
on. It was offside.
I think he was onside.
They got to get the ruler out, haven't they, on Sky TV? Oh, there's another offside there.
But he doesn't touch it.
So he's in front of the keeper. He's in front of the keeper.
Oh.
So are you interfering?
Oh, he's directly in front. So maybe that would have been disallowed anyway.
So maybe it was the second one. That's what they just saying on commentary and like bring back VAR. That's interesting to see. It might be the second offside he gave. So there was a player in front of the keeper. Didn't get near the ball, but it was enough to put the keeper off. Interesting. So England just playing around the back. Trippier coming forward, passes it to Rashford. He's just taking it easy. Okay, Declan Rice in the middle. Lays it back out wide to Rashford again.
He's got to find Trippier. What's Trippier doing there?
Oh, nearly. Trippier did the right run, but Rashford's ball to him just wasn't good enough.
Lovely flick by Munya, and now they're playing little 1-2s with them. Lukaku picking up on the right-hand side. Lukaku versus Dyer. God, you would not want to get stuck in between those two. Penalty! 100% penalty. Oh, you are! That is daylight robbery.
God.
Daylight robbery. He's giving it.
He's giving it now. That was ridiculous defending by Dyer. Don't know what took him so long. I was just mad. It was 100% penalty. Terrible defending by Dyer. Who slides in to try and win the ball?
What is that?
What are you doing? We said before, he's not up to it, Dyer, at this level. And that is just
That's just but how's the ref not give that straight away?
Why not? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? He's wide out. It's hard for him to score from there. What are you thinking? It's just bizarre. The ref was backpedaling, didn't give it, and then changed his mind. It's all. I think someone's got in his ear. I don't know.
Yeah, it almost seemed like a little VAR thing. What is that little ding, ding,
1-0.
1-0. Good finish in the end, but I do hate those little. He's looking like Dash from Incredibles.
Big Mike is in the house. Hi, Caden.
What time is this? Oh, that's not even a great pen, to be fair. Because if
goes the right way.
Rashford, if Pickford goes the right way, that's an easy save.
Yeah.
Because it's curling away, so it's
like
kind of
thirds away across.
What the hell is that?
What is Dyer doing? Oh, it's just such a liability.
They're showing the replay again. That is shocking.
Right, hopefully Jose's on the phone to Levy. Going, oi, go and get me that Swansea centre half.
That
terrible.
Is awful.
Dire situation, yes, Legend. Just complete joke. Like we've said before, the back three of Walker, Dyer, and Maguire is just asking for trouble.
Yep.
It can't happen when you're a defender. You're a defender, you've got to know when to stay on your feet. There was no danger. Lukaku was not straight on goal. He was going wide. It would be really hard for him to score from there. What Dyer was thinking, I do not know. I know we like to be biased towards Spurs players, but
no, you can't defend that. That's terrible.
George, are you doing FIFA 21 Spurs career from tomorrow?
I am tomorrow, I believe. I'll hopefully start tomorrow potentially. But definitely this week. Career mode live streams from now on because I ain't got time to do edits for those kind of things. So yeah, see you there.
Right. And the Wales Island, I don't even know the score. What's the score of Wales Island?
The most boring game in the world of football. Not even worth talking about.
I see. So I take it that was 0-0 then.
Yep, absolutely shocking.
Yes, but Rodon's stats were amazing today because I'm in the know. I know people who find these things out for me. Don't I, Kel?
Is that what he's put? Check World's stats on server score. Rodon played amazing today. Doherty played well too. Yeah, I mean, if you actually watch the football, I agree the stats are probably amazing because it was a 0-0 and like nothing happened. But what I mean is like in terms of a game of football, I'm not talking about specific players. The game of football between Wales and Ireland today was shocking. It was one of the most boring games of football I think I've ever seen.
How did you see it?
It was before I was watching it when we went away from the Formula One. After I was watching it, and everyone was like keeping up on it as well, and it's just so bad. So no wonder the stats look good because there's like no goals conceded for both sides, and just oh no.
De Bruyne through Pickford saves.
Don't trust Pickford, you know.
Just about.
I think we do need to get Rodon over the line ASAP.
See, Gary Neville's copying us now. Yes, England did start well. The tempo and passing was good. But then Belgium have got into the game. They're looking dangerous every time they're attacking now. Every time they're coming forward, it looks like it's going to be a goal.
Someone on Twitter made a good point. So we're going to have Dyer at the back against Antonio and Bowen, who are in hot form for West Ham right now.
Doesn't matter because even if they score 6, we're scoring 7. So
probably more than that if we're playing Bale, Son, and Kane. Oh my God!
Takes us back to when Ozzy Ardiles was manager. It's just the goal is to score more goals than them.
Well, that was what Liverpool tried to do a couple of years ago. Before they got Van Dijk, they had a terrible defense with, I don't even know who they were. Was it Klein? It was Klein, Lovren.
Oh, here we go. Lukaku again in the area.
It was,
clear.
What was their back four? Klein, Lovren, Matip, and then some rubbish left back as well. I think maybe Milner was playing left back, to be fair, which is not rubbish, but in terms of a left back,
he's
not purely a left back. So it's like that is their back four. So they're like, screw it, we're just going to try and concede. Sorry, we're just going to try and outscore everyone with the front three.
So England have 7 defensive players here, and they haven't got enough. One looks at this. Belgium are really taking control of this game. It's getting really concerning at the moment for England. And yeah, I'm not sure where England are getting 3 goals that I was
Sky. Interesting.
Oh, what a leap by Calvert
Lion.
Lewin.
Hey, it kind of works for England. Calvert Lion. Dominic Calvert Lion.
That could be the headline if he does. If he scores a couple today. But at the moment, again, just Belgium playing with us. Knocking the ball around. Out of our road, looking comfortable as the right of the back.
God,
three.
I just realised it's even worse that we're doing it as a front 3 with Rashford left wing and Mount right wing. I thought Mount was playing a number 10 role. Oh, see, that makes it even worse that he's not. Oh, that's good from Henderson. Makes it even worse that he's not playing Grealish. If you're going to play, if you're going to try and play wingers.
Henderson. Free kick near the halfway line to England, who are just knocking it around the back.
Mr. Harry asking if Jose will start Dyer after that. I mean, he will. We all know he will.
For some reason, he loves him, and
it'll be Dyer and Toby against West Ham.
Just because they speak the same language.
Shadow of a doubt.
Obviously, Dyer was he brought up in Portugal? We certainly played.
Yeah. I think he was brought up in Portugal. Man United fan, brought up in Portugal. Moved to England to play for Spurs.
Right, England playing the long ball, but Alderweireld had it under control. England throw though, taken quickly, and
doesn't matter. The ball was on the pitch. The ball's marked. The keeper has the ball, so I don't know how. Don't know why we're going to try and take that so quickly.
See, Trippier's grown his hair during lockdown. Oh, just terrible. We've got no idea. We're just laying the ball backwards. She's got no creativity.
I do not
see any positives at all.
I actually cannot remember the last entertaining or exciting game to watch for England. It would probably be World Cup
winning on penalties against Colombia.
But then again,
that is the first time.
That is only exciting because of the occasion.
Yeah.
That game still would have been terrible if you're watching it, as if it was a Nations League game.
Wasn't offside. He didn't give offside.
I don't know. I think it's gone for a corner. It's gone for a goal kick. I think it came back off
Trent. That's the first time we've seen Trent.
Little ricochet action.
No,
he has given a corner. I thought that ricocheted off of Trent.
I was sure the linesman pointed in the centre.
Dyer fits for Mourinho, not Gareth Southgate. I mean, Dyer's been questionable for us as well, let alone. No spamming, Mohammed. We can see you can put your message in once. We'll see it. What the earth happened? See, Dyer put his arms behind his back just to stop. Is he going to make it? Oh,
terrible.
It was Trippier. Bloody hell.
Okay, never mind. Attack over with a goal kick now.
Still find it extremely weird that he's at Atletico Madrid. Kieran Bloody Trippier is at Atletico Madrid. What do we expect? Maguire and Dyer laughing like you hate it. Well, we said it before the game as well. You can't have a fridge and a liability in the same back 3. And then Kyle Walker, who's a right back.
Yeah.
That just...
The other one with pace. It's offside.
Well, it's offside because Lukaku interacted with him.
Miles offside there.
God, even in Belgium's not best team, they're still still kind of seem all over us. If Castagna didn't just stand in front of Pickford, because he kind of stood there for a bit and then moved, if he just carried on running, there wouldn't be a problem. But I feel like he was giving it offside for the original one anyway, was he not? Or was he just...
He can't have been because he was so late.
Yeah, it was
so late.
I think he must have been he must have been deliberating like, oh, is this sorry, was he interfering? Yeah, rather than was Meunier offside or not. I think if Dyer runs off the pitch for the Lou, we'll win the game. I love that, Caden. Josh Franklin asks, are Spurs title contenders? Big question. Too early to say we are title contenders yet, obviously. I do think it would be wrong to rule out that we could be, because we've got an extremely good squad and a great manager. So
what a political answer that is. That's like almost as if you've been media trained.
I have no, but you can't say anyone's title contenders after 4 weeks of football.
Well, I'll say it. Spurs are title contenders.
No, but what you can say is Spurs will win the league.
They are contenders. They have a great chance to win the league this year.
They do have an incredible chance to win the league this year.
Mourinho's second year aren't looking what they normally look like. Liverpool have shown a small bit of vulnerability. I mean, it might have just been a one-off game. We don't know yet. But
yeah, but one-off game losing 7-2 to Aston Villa.
It's going to affect everything, but that could also act as a motivation for them. So you can't say
it all depends on how they react to this. Of course.
Obviously, we've got to be able to put teams away, and we're beginning to be able to do that now. But the squad is the best that I can remember for having.
Oh yeah,
we might have had better first teams, but as a squad for players, one of the most important things is to be able to have players on the bench that can change a game, and we have that now. So it's looking very positive. I think we've got a great chance. We really do.
Fun fact: every team Jose's managed,
second year,
he has always won something. And not only that, the lowest position he's finished in the league is second. And he only did that once. And that was with Man United. Bearing in mind, it was a trash Man United team going up against the Centurions of Man City. Other than that, he has won the league at every single club he's been to in their second season. Not saying that's like you can treat that as fact or anything, but
the year ends in one.
And the year ends in one, which is a famous thing for Spurs. We always tend to win trophies and that when the year ends in one.
We're going to win them all.
Oh, if we win the quadruple this year, why not? Just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it. Simple.
Just do it.
Simple.
And then if I was Jose, I'd just go, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I have shown you I am the special one.
I am the best manager to ever exist because I could win Spurs not just one trophy, but every trophy. I think you go hands down as the best manager ever if you can win Spurs a trophy, a decent one.
What do you make of the
rules?
The suggestion of reducing the Premier League to 18 teams. Have you seen this? It's been out today.
I've spoken about it a lot this morning.
Okay.
I think there is a secret plan to protect the top six. Well, it clearly is. It's a step forward to the Super League that they want to build. Well, it's only the top teams that are totally separate to the Football League. The one thing I do like is the League Cup being teams that aren't in European football, because that allows smaller teams to win the League Cup, like can win a trophy, and gives them more money as well. I think that's a smart thing.
Oh, is that what they're doing? Because I just saw that it said no European, no.
No, it said there's no
League Cup.
No, it says the League Cup is scrapped as we know it, is what they say. The idea is you still have the League Cup, but any team that has qualified for European football, so Europa League or Champions League, can't compete in the competition. So I think that's good because that promotes smaller teams to win trophies and it will get them more revenue. But then also you'll lose. But the problem is you'll lose money from it you'll lose money for it because who's going to watch the League Cup if there's no Man United, no Liverpool, no Chelsea, no Spurs, no Everton, no Leicester, no Arsenal? Who's going to watch it? So that, I don't know, Southampton win it every year.
What will matter massively on that is whether that means the winners get European football.
Yeah, which I don't think they will.
Because if they do, then it's a brilliant challenge. And the supporters.
Oh, to get a smaller team to get a place in Europe.
The other teams.
Yeah, that would be good.
And it also, but then to do that, you've got to take a place away. So I don't think the winners at the moment get.
They do.
Do they?
They go into qualification. They go into what we had to do.
Okay.
So this is why it's like you don't see it the past few years because Man City have won it the past 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's always gone to the next place in the league rather than the winner because obviously they're going to get Champions League every year.
Yeah.
But the idea is a League Cup winner goes into the qualification rounds like we did for the Europa League. The FA Cup winner goes straight into the group stages of the Europa League, and then it's 5th place. So it should be 3 spots for English teams in the Europa League.
Okay.
But what's happened is, more often than not, the FA Cup and League Cup winner...
England got a chance here, Trippier, Rashford, and there's so many...
There's no movement, man.
Belgian players back.
So boring.
And England haven't got a clue how to break them down.
No. It's like no...
What's it in there?
There's like no one... There's no... Deep cross, you got 2 of them.
Anderson,
Okay, you got ahead, but...
For a goal kick.
Yeah, so the idea is you have the 5th place plus 2 cup winners get rewarded the Europa League spot. But because the past however many years, the majority of, League Cup especially have been, but FA Cup as well, apart from last year with Arsenal, they've all been Champions League teams, like Chelsea, Man City, and Man United. So it's the case of that. That's why we've seen 5th, 6th, and 7th all get Europa League.
Yeah.
But no, it's normally supposed to be that. So
Declan Rice has just got booked for going through the back of Witzel. I got the ball. I was trying to say I got the ball.
All right, let's see this again.
Yeah, you got the back of his calves, like.
Oh, he stood on his feet.
Did he touch the ball?
I don't think he touched the ball. I think he just stood on his foot. God, England's best spell was the first minute and a half.
Exactly. Started with big intensity. That's dropped off. And now just Belgium are literally playing with England at the moment. Belgium will be gutted.
Did he just say Jan Vertonghen? I just heard the commentator say Jan Vertonghen for Toby.
He did. Unless he was talking about him.
No. I'm pretty certain I heard him say Jan Vertonghen for when Toby touched the ball.
So, come on. Good question. Who's the captain?
Maguire? Maguire's England's captain when Kane's not playing. So, oh no, Henderson. Obviously, Henderson.
Good point.
John Henderson. Because he's vice, I believe.
Okay. What's going on? England have had 1 attempt at goal. Belgium have had 4.
I'll be curious to see if Southgate's going to get sacked before the Euros.
He'll get sacked because he's a typical FA person, isn't he?
Because he plays by their rules and
he plays by their rules. He speaks well,
says the right thing, and
says the right thing. You don't have to know about football.
Even though when asked about Grealish, he constantly just talks about Mason Mount for some reason.
Yeah.
Which is probably what they want.
Yeah. I think Mount
had a great game. Yeah.
That's what you do.
So even if it was like, so Grealish had the record number of chances created for England. Yeah. But when Mount came on, I think he did really well. Is what his answer would be.
Literally the answer he gave. So, how long till the camera shows Grealish or Kane?
Okay. Daniel Conversi said he's behind Vertonghen because they were talking about most capped Belgian players. I think it's because we were half paying attention. So to us, it just sounded like because Toby passed back to the keeper. To us, it just sounded like he just called him Vertonghen. So I was like, that's a bit of a.
Yeah, obviously we can't have the volume too loud on here.
Gosh, good hold-up play by Calvert-Lewin. Come on, driving on the left side.
Have anyone in the area? No.
Second up, corner.
Come on, this is probably England's best chance of getting a goal at the moment anyway.
Yeah.
From a corner.
I wonder if he's still going to do that.
Fancy Dyer.
That was actually an accidental touch by.
Fancy Dyer.
All right, so any footballers that might be in the chat, and by that I just mean people that play football. Because I've never understood this, and I know a lot of people that used to do it that I've played with, but I know that almost every single professional does it, and I'm trying to understand it. Oh, hold on, I'll take the corner. Easy for Mignolet.
Embarrassing corner.
Why do footballers... Oh, God, that's shocking from Trent. Carrasco driving on the left-hand side. God, you'd like to think if that was Hazard, it would be in deep... Oh! Would be in deep, deep trouble. Why do footballers cut out...
George, get it out. Come on.
I'm building suspense. Why do footballers cut out that circle in the back of their socks? Because a lot of people do it. And I know a lot of people that do it when I've played football as well, and I do not understand why. I think it's some sort of random thing, I think, to do with them trying to relieve pressure on their legs or something like that by cutting the hole in the back of the socks. But
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Trust me, it's a thing. Calvert-Lewin's got it on now. And like Dele Alli, you can see it there.
Like the top of the socks as well.
Yeah, people do it at the top, people do it by the ankle. Like a lot of the players actually just cut out the bottom bit of the socks, so they've got their own kind of socks on underneath, and then they just keep the kit socks as literally just the shin bit. So they cut the bottom bit, which I just don't get it. I don't know why people do it. I feel like it's not even like I think people just do it just to do it. You know what I mean? It's like they've been told,
Rashford's running through.
It's like you're a pro now.
He's got him in his pocket.
You have to do this to look cool.
There we go. Rashford again.
Rashford tried to flip Toby. Toby said,
"You ain't getting past me."
He said, "Nah, G, we just smashed you 6-1. Yeah, I know how to defend against you."
Did he play that game?
Yeah. That's how bad they were. You didn't even know he was playing.
Mate, I could have played that back on that game.
Oh, sorry. Wait, no, Toby didn't play. I thought you were asking about Rashford.
No, Toby.
Oh, yeah, Toby didn't play, did he? Or he would have watched on the side saying, I know how to defend against you. If Sanchez can do it, then Dyer can do it. Oh, corner again. How can the Belgian player even ask for a goal kick on that?
Well, we're winning on the corner count.
They do it as superstition. Really? What a stupid thing to do.
That well-known superstition of
cutting holes in them. Well, I know Dele does that thing with his... You know when he wears the long sleeve, the Under Armour stuff? He bites out a hole in them so he can put his thumb through it.
Oh, penalty. Penalty for no reason. Oh, yeah.
Is that a red? No. Yellow for Munya. Penalty to England?
For nothing.
I don't understand what happened there. I wasn't really paying attention.
Was it Henderson got pushed over? I think it was Henderson. Yeah.
Is Munya...
Henderson.
Munya pulling him...
Touches him like that, and Henderson went down like he was shot. That is just cheating. Oh, no, that's not much in that at all.
That's a Mourinho move, that.
Oh, that is embarrassing. Rashford to take the penalty. Here we go. 38th minute, 39th minute. This will be if it goes in. Let's see. Exactly. You had. Here we go. It's coming up now. It's got that stupid run up, but
good. Very good pen.
Ran virtually stopped. Did these little and eventually put it away.
Goal to England.
There you go. What's this run up, George?
Oh, it's like he doesn't move.
You actually stop, which, when Son did that, he had to retake it. So, 1-0.
1-0. 2 penalties.
That's just embarrassing. I mean, it's bad defending as well, because you shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Yeah.
On a player like that, but yeah, it's cheating by Henderson as far as I'm concerned. There was nothing in that to make him fall down the way he did.
It's even more not exciting just because it's only penalties that have been like
2 pens, both ridiculous defending.
Yeah.
Second one I think was harsh on Belgium.
Oh, I need to put the goal scorer.
But we'll take it all day long.
What time was it?
Like 39. Yeah, 38 minutes and 20-something seconds. So
there we go. There you go, all updated.
So it's crying out for some creativity. I think given that Rice has been booked, I think he will be the player that gets
Uncle
replaced.
George said Henderson should have been booked.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree totally. It's disgusting. I don't like to see it, even if it's for the team that I'm following.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't like it. Don't go down like your shot. Yes, you might be following Mourinho's. You have to be a something or other. But I don't like to see that. You get goals, you need to. You should deserve the goals. You should earn the goals. But here we go. Belgium coming again. 41st minute. Okay,
it does make you think that, like, 10, not even 10, like, however many years ago, 20 odd years ago, 30 years ago, you just put a hand on someone's shoulder, the referee would just tell you to just carry on. Just like, what are you doing? It's like, why are you going down for that?
Oh, when you watch back some of the games that Sky Sports show on the Premier League years and stuff, you see some proper tackling and some proper other interventions that you just don't see nowadays. And yeah, some of them were over the top. It seems bizarre to see now, but it's a men's game and needs to be played like it. We used to always take the mick out of the Italians that used to fool around, diving around everywhere.
Yeah, well, and the Spanish as well, to be fair. They're known for...
Already the South Americans, etc. But now it's totally an English game. Back in my day...
Oh. Kane is on the bench, Mr. Mall. Kane is on the bench. So hard to be enthusiastic when it's just not.
It's not Spurs.
It's not Spurs, and
it's for a Nations League game which no one still understands.
No one. I think he's on side.
Oh, God, terrible
what was
shot.
that?
Wow, Carrasco with an appalling shot.
I don't think he was offside either. I think.
No.
Is it Dyer keeping him on again? No, yeah, Dyer keeping him on again. Onside. Miles onside.
Through on goal with one of the worst. He actually, if you put two goals next to each other, he still would have missed.
He totally mishit it. He kind of like scuffed the inside of his foot.
Okay, let's credit Trippier for getting back there.
Ali Harry's not injured. He's not injured. Confirmed by Southgate before. He said he's not injured. He just hasn't trained much this week because he rested him for 2 days after the Man United game. Hence why people are saying this minor muscle injury. That's literally just his muscle was tight because he's trained like once this week or twice this week, which isn't even an injury. My muscles feel tight just like walking up the stairs. So,
Rashford.
You've got to deliver. Yeah. Poor pass as well.
Terrible. There's just nothing really gelling for this England team.
No.
Just.
He did well to get in that position. How is he not sticking a cross in there, though?
Yeah. Because he didn't have confidence that there were players in there.
Do you know what I'd love to see? When Mourinho's done at Spurs, I want him to be England manager. I think that would be insane.
I was actually thinking that the other day. Love to see it.
I'd love it. I think it'd be wicked.
He said before he wouldn't do it because he wouldn't want to come up against Portugal, but
yeah, right.
I'm sure if they showed him enough peas.
Oh my God, Rice just passed it to Carrasco like he's his teammate, and Lukaku just bodied him. Oh my God, Rice is getting bullied
by Lukaku.
Rice is getting bullied in midfield by their striker. That's a great ball.
Playing. Wow.
Cleared by Dyer, but bloody hell, they're all over us, really, in terms of their style of possession.
It's embarrassing. So I actually think this England team's got a chance to win anything. You must be joking.
Who will play against West Ham, Kane or Vinicius? Kane all day long. Vinicius will be on the bench, sure. We're playing off first.
Okay, here's a question for you, George.
He would park the English bus. He doesn't even park the bus for us. We've scored more goals than anyone in the league. So,
right, you have free. You've got the ability.
Go on.
To have the Spurs squad and the England squad together.
Yeah.
How many get in your first team?
I'm saying all Spurs.
I've got one.
Apart from maybe Trent. Trent is the only one that gets into the team.
Only one. In fact, not too many will get into our second team.
No, Calvert-Lewin would.
Calvert-Lewin. But that's Cole Walker, obviously, from a couple of years ago. I'm not sure about now.
You're right. I can't even. I wouldn't even take any. I wouldn't take any of their centre backs. I think England centre backs are terrible. I was about to say Dyer, but that was quite.
Yeah, well, Dyer wouldn't get it wouldn't get in our first team. He gets in Jose's, but obviously he's in both camps. Henderson,
maybe
ahead of Hoiberg, maybe not the way Hoiberg plays.
Not the way, yeah. Again, where he plays against Man United, you wouldn't.
As a proven,
we'll have to wait to see if he's consistent enough.
I don't know, but I mean that's
kind of different players anyway. Because he's
truly honest.
Henderson's more direct comparison would be Winks in terms of how the type of player, but Winks doesn't get in our first team anyway. So, well, half time, 1-1, an absolutely shocking first half. England's best spell being in the first 90 seconds, and then that was it.
I like Kel's comment. Dyer is learning centre back. He should not have Maguire as his instructor.
I'll highlight that one just because that's funny. Nice one, Ken. Kel, sorry. That's brilliant. Maguire will have a good run of form with Poch, and then he'll beat Dyer to England centre back spot. I don't think Maguire will have. No. I don't think any of their centre backs can have a good run of.
Okay, guys, have you all hit that lovely like button? I can see not too many by the looks of it. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Help out the chat. What will be interesting is, can you tell us where you're all from, please?
Oh, yeah.
We haven't done that yet today. Let's see. Want to see who's the furthest away and who's the nearest. George, which streaming site do you use for your streams?
I forgot to put this back up. I don't. We watch Sky. Unless you mean...
was it those three? I thought you meant your FIFA stuff.
Oh, well, unless you meant this. If you mean this, like as in how we stream now, it's a StreamYard. StreamYard.com. Very good website. If you want to have like guests and stuff like that, it's very good because you literally just send them a link and they come in and you can like choose when they come in or not. You can add these little overlays. If you're talking about gaming streams, you want to use OBS. Things like OBS, OBS Studio is the best thing by a mile. But then you add stuff like that, like some sort of stream websites you can kind of connect to for overlays and that. Someone, hold up. Sol said that simply wasn't a foul by Dyer.
No, sorry.
Nah.
I think with English rose-tinted spectacles.
That was a pathetic attempt.
That was an awful challenge.
He's watching from the French Alps.
100%.
Oh, how I'd love to be in the French Alps right now.
French Alps. We got Switzerland. We got Singapore. We got sunny Suffolk.
My family's Indian, but we live in Ireland. Come on.
Excellent.
Northern Ireland.
Slovenia. Hello, Slovenia. We got a Brummy in Atlanta.
Oh,
US.
Got some Worcester people in the building. Empire, London, but live in Bolton. So it's the opposite of Thogden.
Not sure why you would do that, but
good point. Did you lose a bet or something? Is that why?
Southern California. We got Northern Ireland. We got another one it's probably the same one for French Alps. Scotland.
Liverpool City region headed for Tier 3 lockdown.
Joe Lawson, who do you want to win if you're watching from Scotland? Wow.
Yeah, Liverpool City region are headed for Tier 3 lockdown. Measured expected. Pubs, gyms, casinos and bookies closed. Restaurants open. Could last 6 months, but with monthly reviews. Understanding that local leaders have agreed this in principle, but await the Prime Minister's official sign-off. Well, if that's what's going to happen, 6-month lockdown in cities.
Sorry, I didn't hear all that. At the start.
6 month lockdown in Liverpool, potentially.
6 months.
Yep. Up to 6 months, but they have monthly reviews of it, so it won't last 6 months. Everything closing apart from restaurants. Casinos, bookies, gyms, pubs, all closing. Restaurants are the only things that are allowed to stay open. I assume that means for takeaways and deliveries. So they're saying lockdown, but you're allowed to go out to the restaurant. Surely not. So it's got to be just for takeaways and deliveries.
That's mad. Tell you what,
not official. It's they've agreed it, but the Prime Minister is set to announce, which he's going to talk tomorrow. He's going to give a speech tomorrow, which probably he's going to say that we're going to have regional lockdowns, mainly in the north.
I know there's going to be the 3-tier, but whether they decided what's in those 3 tiers, so it's like a kind of tier 1, you have these limitations. Tier 2, you have those. But we'll wait and see.
Caden from South Africa. My dad worked near Tottenham, that's why we support.
Yeah.
Nice.
Somewhere near Walthamstow.
That's where you're from.
I lived in Walthamstow. I went to school in Walthamstow. Then we moved on to Chingford. And now I've moved on to Grange Park near Winchmore Hill. But yes. And a lot of happy times in Walthamstow. What a surprise. The system hasn't worked for us, Jamie Redknapp's just saying. And we all know that.
Wow.
We can all see that. It wasn't
Definitely didn't see that with 5 defenders,
Just
3
change it
right
to
backs
4,
and 2 defensive
pull in some
midfielders.
creative players. Stop mucking about. Put your first team on there. I assume it's 3 subs.
I think so. Because this is like a competition.
Yeah, but he won't make the subs at half time because that admits that you got it wrong in the first place.
And also, it's
we'll
1-1.
It's
1-1, so he'll say that we're doing well enough. We're keeping them out the
we're
blah,
talking
blah, blah.
Belgium now. It's just, what are you doing, Dyer?
Oh, they just showed Dyer's replay for his tackle again.
Terrible.
Oh, it's so bad.
I just still don't understand how long it took the ref to give that.
It's shocking.
I don't get. Did the linesman say something?
It's so bad.
He
does because he looks over to the linesman. If you look, you might not see it from this angle. If you saw the angle before, don't focus on him. He does this. He goes like that, like to the linesman. So he's clearly said something in the ear like that. Oh, that's a penalty.
He had a brilliant view.
Oh no, he should give it anyway.
The ref had a better view than the linesman.
To be fair, where the ref was, he might have thought Dyer got the ball because he's behind him. He's behind him, so he might have thought he poked the ball from him. Whereas the linesman has a clear side view of it, so maybe that's what it was. Where? Oh, well, because he screams.
Because he screamed. That is such cheating.
That first block is actually worse than the actual thing itself.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so bad to look at.
You're trying to argue. He's trying to say that's enough for a penalty.
Yeah, that's kind of a good point, actually.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
stupid how that wouldn't have been overturned, but then wouldn't have been given if the referee didn't give it. That's ridiculous. How can you have like a double standard of that just because whether the referee has given it or not? Bit mental.
Yeah. Is it a clear and obvious error? Well, it's an error. End of story, does it?
Korea play football tomorrow and 3,000 people can go there. Oh, lucky. I mean, Wembley's big enough to social distance half of the stadium.
Well, we were watching the Grand Prix today and they had people in.
Yeah.
Okay, social distance. You can be in your bubbles.
Surely you can do that.
You can do that
easily
for matches.
Easily.
It's just...
Easily.
You have to make it compulsory that people wear their masks.
I would happily wear a mask for a whole game if it meant that I could go watch Spurs play.
Sanitize on the way in.
I'll take my own anyway. You do gun. You just got to get there earlier because they've got to do gun checks of everyone at the front. Happy days.
It's not hard.
It's not hard. We have to go through those gates anyway.
Honestly, if I went to a restaurant last night and it was disgusting how close everyone was to each other.
Yeah,
absolutely disgusting. And we're allowed to do that because it keeps the economy going. But you can't go to a football ground, which is basically outdoors.
Pretty much, yeah. Open space, massive open space.
And you can leave enough space between the seats to get maybe not even a third, a quarter full. It'll be a weird atmosphere. You won't get any chanting the way necessarily, but
you'd still rather be there watching it live and cheering your team and celebrating
safely
than doing it from your own seat.
They can do it safely. Yes, you got to deal with how they deal with the food and drinks.
You will agree with what Bav said there. Southgate out, Wenger in. You've always said Wenger should be involved in the FA.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Wenger would be a great manager for England. I can't lie.
Yeah, I'm actually not going to argue against that. I think Wenger would do a great job. So sorry, Baz, for the first time ever, we actually agree with you.
And also, yes, Southgate is done now. Yeah,
I'm not anti-Southgate. Southgate does okay. It's appalling team selection and pick today. He picked up something that was really broken. He fixed it a bit, but now I don't know. People lost the confidence.
He's not a good tactical manager. What he was brought in and what he did really, really well before the World Cup
the kids and they took out
was gel the team.
Yeah.
England never used to gel because there was so much competitiveness in the Premier League.
Yeah. So
Lampard and Gerrard never got along because they were so competitive in the league, so they couldn't play next to each other. And this happened so many times. People used to clash because the Premier League was so competitive. What Southgate did so well was gel all the young players and make everyone want to play together. Whether you're Arsenal, Spurs, United, Chelsea, Liverpool, whatever, you'd all gel no matter what.
Yeah.
So he's done that. But he's not a good tactical manager. He's not got a clue when it comes to formations, team selections, a style of football. It's just boring. He just picks a team. He just picks the best 11 from the top 6, and that's it.
Yeah, but the other question is, actually, have we got players that are good enough?
Yes. Only centre-backs we don't, in my opinion. Only centre-backs we don't. Pope should be ahead of Pickford.
Yeah.
You've got Trent. You've got an up-and-coming Saka who does so well for Arsenal and the England under 21s, 23s, whoever he plays for.
Yep. Didn't even get in the
Doesn't
squad.
get him into the squad today. Centre-backs is probably the only area you could do better, but we have people like Cody and Keane who have been doing well in the league and Cody did well last game, so he drops them from Maguire and Dyer just because they play for Man United and Tottenham. Yeah. Mings as well. Centre mids, fairly decent. You've got Henderson, you've got Mount, you've got Grealish. Kelvin Phillips does really well for Leeds if you want a defensive, because I think he's better than Rice at the moment in terms of form.
Yeah.
And then you've got Sterling, Sancho, Kane, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Ings. You've got good players there. He just hasn't got a clue. He sets up with 5 defenders and 2 defensive midfielders. And then no Ings who's in form, no Grealish who's massively in form and the only creative player in the team. But thank you, Giovanni Lara, for the $50 Mexican. Kane in the second half, or is he injured? If he is injured, we'll be sad not seeing the son Kane Bell. No, he's not injured. Apparently it's like it's muscular tightness is what it is. But Southgate confirmed in his press conference before the game started.
That but you've got to be able to get the ball to him. So
it's got to be Grealish and Kane coming on. Grealish and Kane coming on and would be world beaters.
Yeah. That's not going to happen. Yeah.
But he's not injured, so I expect him to come on in about like 20 minutes.
70.
Wait, hold on. What are we in? 45th? I think 70th minute.
I just said that. 70.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like 70, like 5th or something.
70th
minute sounds about right. Oh, yeah, we also have Duncan Tarkowski. I still don't understand how he does not get in to the England squad. He's one of the best English centre-backs in the league. Just in a pretty poor Burnley team, really.
Yeah. That happens, though. It depends what team you play for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He picks players if you're in the top 6, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And he only picks Rice because he should be at Chelsea.
4 p.m.
Oh, it's next Sunday we're playing. Ha-ha. I thought we played Saturday. Never mind then. That's even better. Next Sunday. More time. More players.
So will that be a 4:30 kickoff?
Yes. Must be. Unless these are kickoff times. No.
No, they're never.
No, they won't be.
And City Arsenal on Saturday though.
Oh,
that'll be an interesting one, Babs, if you're still there.
How about Bellingham? Bellingham's too young at the moment. He's 17 years old, although he is smashing it for Dortmund. Grealish is eating like a snack, as if he's like saying, like, I'm done, I'm having dinner. Bellingham's a great youth prospect. So he will still be playing in like the under 21s and 23s. Under 23s, I think he plays. He's only 17, so he's got plenty of time. But he would be quality in the future. Maybe Euros if he still smashes it for Dortmund. I read out the super chat, guys. Don't need to. Well, kickoff should resume very shortly.
I understand that about not wanting Kane to come on. That's because we're Spurs fans.
Oh yeah. We don't want him. I don't want him to come on, but for England's sake, he should come on. Just bring on Grealish and Ings. Finish off with the same team that played against, similar team that played against Wales, because we could actually score goals. I am guessing no changes. I can't see anyone that's different.
Doesn't look like it at the moment. All the same.
And like you said, 1-1, half-time, only from penalties. You're not going to change it. He's happy.
He will definitely take 1-1 against Belgium.
I'm curious. What does
So Belgium won the first 2 games.
I want to see where's our table. Right, so if I share this is how
Is it a live table?
Yeah, because he's got the red dots next to it. This is how our group stands right now. Played 3, Denmark and Iceland yet to play. We've won 1, draw 2 as things stand because it's taking this as a live score. So we're on 5 points as things stand, and Belgium on 7. So really, we do need to win this if we want to be first.
I've got to be first, yeah.
And enter the final competition, but it doesn't really matter. Like when they're going to play that, like you said, the Euros are the next summer.
Yeah.
So there's no Nations League anyway.
If anyone in the chat actually knows that, when are the finals of the UEFA Nations League? The year after is the World Cup.
Oh yeah. Well, no, but it's in the
winter.
It's in the winter though. So
yeah, but they can't do. Surely they can't do Nations League in the summer with the winter World Cup.
They will, because the Nations League in the summer is only 4 teams. It's only a semi-finals and a final. It's only the winners of every group in the top league. So it's literally it's like a mini tournament.
Yeah.
So they'll definitely do that in the summer. But then the whole point is, what about the next Nations League that we start next year? Because that's supposed to be in that following summer. So it's like, do we do the Nations League after the Euros at the same time as the Olympics? Then to get rid of it, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, what's the point? Just get rid of it.
Something's got to give. We've got to wait and see if the World Cup goes ahead as planned. I was thinking about that the other day. Qatar have spent millions, if not billions.
They would have spent billions
on their stadia for what might be considerably reduced capacity.
You would like to think at the end of 2022.
Yeah, you'd like to.
In December 2022, which is in 2 years' time.
That you have full crowds. I doubt it. Sorry.
2 years' time, I think you would have full crowds. For a competition like that, they spent billions, you will have full crowds.
I want you to be right.
Whether you just have these new rules of masks or whatever, but 2 years' time, you will have full crowds in Qatar. It's 2 years and 2 months even. It's good from Walker. Walker driving into the centre mid position. What is he doing? Just pass into empty space. Does all of that to drive forward and then just goes, Bink, yeah, just take it back. Sure.
He just laid it into the centre of midfield, thinking there'll be a player there. And there wasn't.
He just passed it into Witzel or something like that. Just
Belgium went, thank you very much.
Thank you. I like that, Jay Pearson. Unleash the Greece. Yeah, we fully should. Keep Kane, send him back to Tottenham, sub on Grealish. Yep. Just bring on Grealish and Ings. Forget Kane. Bring on Grealish and Ings and Sancho. That's what we should do.
Oh, don't start that.
This is
next
why.
year in October.
Well, they're doing the competition.
The finals. That's what Dex is telling us.
But isn't that when they're supposed to do these kind of games? So like the preliminary ones for the next year. So I guess they will get moved. I'm not surprised it will be like next October.
It's the most pointless competition.
Most pointless competition.
I actually genuinely can't remember who won it last time. I know England were in the running and lost in the semis.
It was Portugal. It was a Portugal-Netherlands final.
Well,
that was held in Portugal. So
that's how insignificant it was. Oh
my God.
Oh dear, this is testing our patience, isn't it?
Yeah. I understand the rest of the these games in the sense that it's all to do with your placement as well for your ranking and like qualification for competitions. I'm pretty certain. But I do not understand the finals competition. Like, why have they've tried to just make a trophy for it just so people take it a bit more seriously than what people used to for international friendlies and competitions, which, to be honest with you, I think I just prefer standard. You play qualifications to get into that competition, and that's it. And then just sack off friendlies in general. Who needs friendlies for like national teams? It's pointless. And I mean, especially in this climate, why are we having a friendly against Wales when they're trying to be this all COVID safe and like whatever, trying to not mix? Yet you're willing to mix nations in pointless friendlies. At least this is a competition. That friendly in midweek is it's more games and it spreads
gives
COVID.
Players an opportunity to play for the country to state their case. But when they do, they still get ignored.
We still get ignored, yeah, exactly.
So Cody looked great.
Doesn't play. Grealish looks great. Doesn't play. Phillips.
Ings is dangerous.
Ings is so dangerous. Dolly scored an overhead kick and still can't get into the team. Kelvin Phillips, great game. Doesn't get ahead of Rice just because Rice is bigger. Or plays for a team that's been in the Premier League longer. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just... You're right, JP. And the only good thing about this England break is Bale will be back fitter. Yeah, and he misses out on less games. That's the one good thing about it.
Actually true, isn't it? Because he would have missed quite a few Premier League games.
Yeah. He gets a full 2 weeks just pure training with the first team players that are left, like Ndombele, Lucas. I don't know where Bergwijn goes. I don't know if he did on I think Bergwijn's. I mean, he technically should be, but I've got a weird feeling he's training back at. Either way, there's still quite a lot of first teamers that aren't. You've got Dele Alli, all the English boys that didn't make the England squad. Like I said, how many was it? 8 were away? It's got to be 3 England, Reguilon for Spain, Doherty for Ireland, Aurier for Ivory Coast.
Is Lamela away with Argentina?
Don't think so. No, he's just on holiday.
He's on holiday.
He was just in a spa somewhere.
Yeah. That doesn't make sense either.
I was just about to say someone. Toby, obviously in this game. Sanchez for Colombia. Apart from that, I'm pretty sure everyone else is at home. I don't know if Son's away for... I don't think he's away with Korea. Someone can correct me on that, but I'm actually not too sure. He might be. Oh, yeah, Bergwijn injured, so he didn't go away. Yeah, I think because he played a lot of games as well.
Okay, that's Mourinho making sure that everyone is classed as injured.
Oh, they're finally doing what Liverpool do every single time.
Yeah.
How many times have there been an international break and all of a sudden Mane and Salah are injured? Oh, how convenient. I mean, Mane this time around is obviously different. He's got COVID, but I'm pretty sure they made up a Salah injury as well, just so he doesn't play for Egypt. Go on, that'll be a good ball if he gets there. Oh,
Trippier through to.
There's nothing in there. Nothing
Don't
in
even
there.
appeal, please. Oh, corner.
How was
Trent had a chance.
Denier just stick his arse out and just?
I don't know why Trent did a half-hearted shot there.
Oh, that's never going to be it's just never going to be a pen, is it? Like it's just jumping into.
That's even more embarrassing than Henderson's.
I just read something. Sonny's at Hotspur way. Okay, yeah, so he didn't go. Oh yeah, Ben Davis for Wales. And yeah, there was a player I was like trying to think of, and I forgot which.
Region went away, he got injured, didn't he? Spain.
Yeah, he's not injured though. I'm pretty sure he's playing for Spain. He was just pictured training yesterday. He isn't injured.
Trippier.
He went off at half time because of a little
corner in.
A little
Dyer actually made a good dive in the header there. Didn't quite go.
I was going to read out. Would you prefer sign Rodon now or Kim Min Jae in January? Probably Rodon now, to be honest with you, because we need to send it back now. Tanganga's injured again.
Good question.
Tanganga's injured again, and we've seen what Dyer can do, and what Sanchez can do.
Dyer can't do.
Well, yeah, sorry, that's more what I mean. So we need to send it back now. And from what I'm hearing from all like people that have hit me up from Swansea fans and Championship people, he's the best centre back in the Championship, and he's a quality player. And Ben Davis and Gareth Bale have both picked them up in the past press conferences. So yeah. I think we're going to sign him before next Friday. I think we will. I think Jose will say to Levy, look, you've done an amazing job, but I desperately needed a centre-back. Have you seen how we've conceded goals? You couldn't get Skriniar. At least get this geezer for 7 million. Or 13 million, apparently, is our new bid.
Well, that sounds a bit more
That sounds more reasonable.
A bit less embarrassing.
Meet them halfway.
So 13.
I said Lloris in the players I mentioned before.
15, 16, or be like...
Well, at least I was thinking. 13, I'm pretty sure I said them.
13 plus
5 million
plus
add-ons
whatever,
or something, whenever if he makes 50 appearances and all that.
Sell him, sell-on fee, that kind of thing.
Tanganga injured how? Yeah, he's just got injured again in training. He's got this. He's turning into Ledley King. He's got a persistent knee injury, I think, now. So annoying because he had to have that operation back in.
And then with another corner, Trippier's in.
Calvert-Lewin come flying in.
But just a goal kick. Headed it wide.
I
like that though. I liked the way he ran in.
He's really good.
This is what I really want Spurs to do. We don't do enough of.
Yeah.
Actually, we always start near the 6-yard box instead of running in.
Oh, I haven't changed this. I put this as half time still. Whoopsies.
Fired. Lloris for France.
I mentioned that.
Did you?
I'm pretty certain I said that. He was the first one I said because I started from the goalkeeper. I said 3 for England, Lloris for France. I'm pretty sure Ndombele and Sissoko aren't in the squad. Well, I know Ndombele isn't, but I'm pretty sure
Harry Kane is warming up.
He's definitely coming on. There's no way he's not coming
70th. On. We might put him in 60th.
I think he is putting in 60th. I mean, he's still got his jacket on, so maybe 65th.
Just the way he was warming up.
Probably just because it's cold. Thoughts on Dyer? Way, way, way too inconsistent. And even then, it's the case of, okay, he had a good game against Man United, but is that more to do with the fact that Man U were so poor, and they just never got to the position of attacking our defenders because Højbjerg was just so good at breaking up the play and tackling everyone that they just couldn't get to our defense. That's why we had one of the best defenses. We had the best defense in the league in that 16-17 season, because we had Wanyama and Dembele who stopped everything. Everything. So our defenders looked like the best defenders in the world because they didn't even have to defend once. Do you know what I mean? So when you've got quality defensive midfielders, oh wow, Stanier just violated Trent there. Trent and De Bruyne have not started the season well, you know.
No.
Trent looks like he's hungover from winning the Premier League still. He's like he can't be bothered anymore now that he knows he's like the best right back in the league.
Kyle Walker covered well there.
Yeah. That's the one good thing about having Kyle Walker centre back is like he's a fast centre back. And he's still very strong. He's still very strong, but
we needed to cover. We needed that speed in centre half, especially when you got Maguire and Dyer.
Oh God, yeah. God, if you stick another lump next to those two.
Okay, I really want to show some enthusiasm. I'm struggling. Come on.
Okay, well, I meant Lloris. I definitely said Lloris in my head. I can promise you that now. Because he was actually the first player I thought of when I was thinking of international players, but surprised I didn't say it out loud. What number will Harry wear if Kane comes on? If he comes on, probably like 18 or something. Wouldn't be surprised. I actually think it'll be 18. That was his number before. He became 10 for Spurs. I think it was. Wasn't he following Defoe's footsteps?
I can't remember.
A lot of strikers like wearing 18 because it's 1 + 8 = 9, basically. That's why a lot of strikers are 18. That's why Vinicius chose 45 as well, I think, because he's 4 + 5 is 9 as well. A lot of strikers seem to do that for some reason. The 36 looks like a crap number though. 18 is actually a good number.
63.
I had 18 for everything at school. On basketball top I had number 18. For football I had 18 as well.
He's got to take Rice off. He's going to get sent
Harry's
off.
number 20.
I mean, he won the ball well there. But...
Oh, he's got Dele's number.
Yeah, I was going to say, the combination of 9, you get everything, don't you? 36, 63, 50, 72, 27.
You've got to choose the nice
81.
one. 18's a good one. 81 would be wicked, but or just 90.
Yeah.
Add a 0 in the end. Oh, this game is going exactly how I expected it. Hardly any goals. Boring to watch. And I said 2-1 Belgium beforehand, so hopefully I'm wrong in that. But I can't see it. We're not attacking very well. There we go. De Bruyne driving through.
Poor.
Where's he going to go, though? He's not going. No one's running off of him.
Oh, it's just painful.
Kiri said, "Why do we have 8 Hendersons on the bench?" And one of them's a right back playing left back.
Oh, don't. Right, here goes Rashford. I said that.
He actually said it exactly. In almost the exact tone as well. Oh, what was that?
Oh, Henderson.
Good flick over, though. Weak shot from Calvin.
Oh, my God, the weakest shot ever. Easy. The keeper. Come on, change something, please. This is so painful to watch. And actually, I just can't get excited by this team at all. And it's going from watching top quality football to watching. I mean, I honestly think the Championship has better football than what we're watching at the moment. This is painful. In fact, I think Harrogate Borough play better than this.
Oh, they'd easily do.
I think they're top of the league, aren't they?
And they are indeed. Harrogate Borough smashing it at the start of the league. Which manager in the Premier League do you think will be sacked first this season? Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think it would be Parker, but I think Solskjaer is very, very soon as well. Although I feel sorry for Scott Parker because he's almost over. Oh my God, he's bringing on another defensive midfielder.
What?
He's bringing on Phillips. Oh.
That is just... He actually doesn't want to win the game.
He doesn't.
Doesn't care.
Oh. As I was saying, I do feel sorry for Scott Parker because he was a great manager for our youth team. And obviously did really well to then get them promoted ahead of a really informed Brentford in the Championship. But his team over half of them had never played in the Premier League before. And then the owners just couldn't buy any players in the window. It took them until deadline day to get Loftus-Cheek on loan, who's injury prone, and then a couple of players, centre back and I think a winger that I have never heard of at all. Like just from.
So the trouble is,
but he will get the blame. And
last time they came up, they spent millions buying 100 players and got
100 million. They spent 100 million.
Yeah.
When they came up.
Yeah, and got slagged off for that. So then they've gone for the opposite approach.
And then it's even worse.
And they're going to struggle a lot. Okay. I've got a question for you. What happened to the off Friday? Offsiders video was due on Friday.
Ellis is in Leicester and has the worst internet connection on the planet. And that's me talking as well with my internet connection. So he couldn't get his footage across. We all had it ready and waiting, but he couldn't send his bit across. So we just have to wait for it to send before we can even upload, which is extremely frustrating, but nothing we can do about it. No matter what he does here, bringing on Kelvin Phillips is wrong.
Yes.
Because he's either going to take Rice off because he's got a yellow card
already.
But that's just straight DM for DM. What is the point?
What's the point?
Or he's going to bring off a player he shouldn't to bring on a defensive to bring on another defensive.
Well, he can't play three of them, surely. Can't play Rice, Henderson, and Calvin. Oh, it's in.
Oh,
what a fluke.
Oh,
what a fluke, Mason
Mount. Huge fluke.
Huge deflection.
Bloody hell. I thought that was going out. That was a massive deflection. How on earth is he? Oh, I pressed the wrong one. How on earth has he done that?
See, I love England. I love Southgate. He knows exactly what he's doing.
I wouldn't go that far. Trent, that was a decent ball to the back.
Offside, sorry, Trippier.
I thought he was as well. It's Toby as well. No, it was Toby.
Get away with it. I'd love to see if.
I thought he was offside. Trippier was offside. He looked miles offside, but
what a fluke.
You couldn't get a bigger deflection in your life.
That is such a fluke.
Oh, I had to come off Toby.
Off Toby, yeah.
Because top bins as well. Like you couldn't get any closer to the top corner with that kind of deflection.
No chance.
No chance.
Absolutely.
Oh my God! Actually, postage stamp deflection into the top corner. When was that?
Fluke. That's probably only our second attempt at goal.
Henderson off. And Kane on at least.
On.
All right. Oh, now it's too late. Like why? Not too late. So, what? And Calvert-Lewin off. Hold on. What has he just done there?
Straight swap.
Kane for Calvert-Lewin.
The system as it is.
And Henderson for Kelvin Phillips.
For some reason. Yeah.
Excuse me?
What? Straight swaps. System stays as it is.
But my point is, why bring off Kane? Bring on Kane. You're now 2-1 up.
Because he decided to do that before the goal.
Watch him get injured. Watch him get injured.
Don't be such a stupid.
Watch him get injured.
Oh, Kane injured. He's fine, by the way. Castagno, great crossing, diving header by Trippier, out for a corner. So this will be interesting now because Belgium have really got to step up the pace.
Imagine I'm still not even buzzing. And
Belgium have had moments when they've looked dominating, but they haven't had the X factor today. Right, we managed to clear the corner, and we're on the break. Come on! It's going to be offside. No, somehow I like this linesman. Okay, England spraying the ball around. Already Calvin Phillips is looking very comfortable. Like the way he distributes the ball. Okay, now England are playing some confident passing. Deliver. Price on the right.
Oh,
wing.
whoops. Sorry. I just realised I put 2-1 on Belgium.
Keeper's ball. Goal kick.
It's because I was expecting 2-1 Belgium, that's why. Yeah, that was my bad. I put 2-1 on the actual title for England. Okay.
Well, technically, Belgium scored more goals because that came off of Alderweireld.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 penalties and a very strong deflected goal. So far, 2-1 to England, 68th minute in the UEFA Nations League. This will put England top of the league, won't it?
Yeah, well, here's the updated. There you go. We are on 7 points. They are on 6, as things stand. Both won 2, but Belgium lost 1, and we've drawn 1. As things stand, obviously. Guys, I've changed the banner. I changed it well earlier than you said.
Okay, so what's happening at the moment?
I just tweeted saying I can't wait for Southgate to praise Mount for his awareness on hitting it onto Toby's foot to score the goal.
Kane chasing.
Kane looking sharp.
Good pressing. So Belgium trying to play it around the back at the moment.
Whoa, I need to sneeze.
That way.
Half a dozen assists already. Whoa.
That's mad. A centre forward wouldn't normally have that for a season. Oh, luckily Belgium didn't commit enough players forward. They had a great chance for the ball coming across the 6-yard box.
Oh, I'm playing football at Trent Park after buzzing. Actually, would you take Lukaku to Spurs? 100%. Lukaku gets disrespected because of how he was treated at Man United. He still bagged them goals. Bagged them goals. And look at him for Inter. He's broken. Oh, no, so he's equaled Ronaldo's record. As in big Ronaldo.
Really?
R9, he's equaled his record for the amount of goals in the debut season for Inter Milan. He smashed it this year. He's still a top striker. It's just Man United's system just did not fit. Did not fit him whatsoever. And he just kept on getting blamed for his touch. And that was it. You take the Lukaku of this year and he's an unbelievable striker.
He knows where the goal is. He always has.
Problem is, whether he would do it well under Mourinho is a bit of a question. But I do think he will definitely get far better assists and chances created from the likes of Lo Celso and Ndombele, all the players that we have compared to what Man United had to offer.
"71 minutes gone. Belgium now.
You have a football
playing the ball at the back. Do I have on?
Yeah. That's not flat.
No. All our footballs are flat and all the pumps are broken.
God, that doesn't help. We need a football and I didn't bring mine. I thought it was in my boot. It's not.
Who are you playing with?
Oh, my mate's from school. Oh, to ball.
How did he miss that?
How does he miss it that? That should have been 2. Carrasco again. That should have been 2-2.
Who laid the ball? De Bruyne, is it? Yeah. What
a
pass.
Trippier keep. Is that Trippier? Yeah, Trippier keeping millions of miles on side.
What a ball.
What a ball, man. De Bruyne is just different gravy.
Pickford did well to get out quickly, which made him hit it wide. But yes, clear chance by Carrasco there. Really should have scored. And I think that was De Bruyne's last action, yes. Who's Versace's coming on?
Versace. Verscharen, something like that. Verscharen. I wonder what he's talking about.
Interesting.
Would he be talking about
You can't be
or just
that fussed about losing the game then? If he's taking De
Bruyne off, the most creative player in Europe. Well, actually, technically, right now it's Harry Kane, but
just shows they're not that interested.
My God, we're still playing 2 DMs and 5 at the back. It's just. I know we're 2-1 up now, but it's just depressing to watch. So depressing.
So Walker has been the best of the 5.
Yeah, that's a great tackle. What's he complaining about? I thought he's done a brilliant tackle on him there.
Rashford did the loudest scream.
It's because he's on. It's because Munier's on a yellow, so they're trying to make a meal of it. I thought that was an unbelievable tackle. Well, the goal's good. Let's put it this way: there were 2 penalties, and the biggest deflection you will ever see in your life. So
no.
Oh, maybe not a brilliant tackle. Oh, that angle actually. Yeah.
There's no VAR though.
No VAR. From the original view, that looked like an unbelievable tackle. Because even there, it looks like he picked the ball away.
How does the ball go that direction?
That's what I'm saying. But that one from behind made it like he just swiped his legs.
Rashford is up.
Interesting.
So they stopped the play.
Is this Verscharen who looks about 12 years old? He looks as old as the number on his shirt. 18, by the way.
I was going to say. Yeah.
He looks so young. Who should Southgate bring on? Well, he's already done 2 subs. 15 minutes left.
He won't put
Grealish on. He will bring on Mings for Kane. This is what he will do. Actually, can't. Oh my God! What a ball!
Is through.
Lukaku. Oh, it's actually good touch that time.
To take on.
Good block from corner. Good block from I think Walker. Was
again. Yeah,
that was a brilliant ball over. Again, another ball over Dyer's head. We've seen that 3 times for Spurs. Well, 2 for Spurs, now 1 for England. He just gets caught out with his lack of pace massively. Massively.
So corner to Belgium, 75th minute. It's a good delivery. Oh, well
played again by Walker. Walker's definitely been the best of the back 5. Oh, and then he just backs off Toby for something. Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah, he
knows
I'll let Toby control it and shoot.
He knows Toby's limits.
And that's what a good commentator just said to say. He knew what was coming.
If you could bring back one retired Spurs player in their prime now, who would it be? Depends on what we need. So probably Ledley King. If you're thinking, I'm thinking of what we need, and we need a good centre back.
Well, are you mad for one retired Spurs player? Hoddle, Gaza.
I'm talking about what we need. We need a centre back, so I would choose Ledley King. Of course, you would bring those if you're just talking any player. I'm saying, what do I need? What do I need for us to fix our team right now?
Glenn Hoddle to feed Kane.
That would be unreal.
Oh my!
That would be nothing short of magical.
Yeah.
Then we can really go for the outscore everyone. Forget the defending side of things. Again, what a ball! You still got it. Good block again, and Walker.
You could even play a sweeper system. Back 5. If you went back 5, Hoddle played there as well at the end of his career.
Did he?
Yeah.
No way.
Mainly for Swindon, but still.
Jimmy Greaves and Harry Kane for the goals.
Yeah, Glenn Hoddle was definitely my favourite player
ever, isn't he?
He was the best player that I've ever seen, really.
Pickford stresses me out, man.
On a consistent basis, we have seen Messi with just like a game and a bit.
Yeah, a game in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, so on a consistent basis, I've not seen anyone else be able to do with football what Glenn Hoddle could. So for me, he gets my vote.
Who was my favourite player winning up? Benoit Assou-Ekotto in his prime.
Yeah, that's yours.
No, for me, it would be like Berbatov or Defoe if I'm talking about players that I've seen from when I was younger.
Are you too young for Ginola?
Yes. Way too young for Ginola. He was the 90s, wasn't he?
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
100%. He wouldn't have been noughties. Teddy Sheringham, I would have seen. Because he went into the early thousands.
We had 2 spells with us.
Yeah, well, with the second one, I would have seen him. I remember Jamie Redknapp when he played, obviously not outstanding, but that's what I remember.
Yeah, here we are, centre half.
Right back.
That's what I mean. Another right back.
Reece. Oh my god. It's taking Trent off. I thought we were about to play 4 right backs. You should have just done it for the bench.
Competitive debut, Reece James. Okay, interesting substitutions. That means Grealish definitely doesn't get on. He's another beast.
Who? Reece James?
Yeah.
He's had a good start to Chelsea. He's playing, but now... Oh, no, he does play. Sorry, he does play. So I was getting confused with right and left back then because I was going to say Chilwell keeps him out, but that's Marcus Alonso. No, he's had a good start playing right back. And he scored the absolute screamer. Remember when we saw the goal of the goal of the month vote? Bloody hell. Hey, what's up, man?
79th minute. England 2-1 up.
God, there's still 12 minutes left.
If somehow England get a victory out of this game, I'll be shocked. And will it prove Southgate right in his team selection and formation? Certainly not the most exciting.
Not really, because if we expect to play like this in a Europa League in a Euros competition, we're going to get slapped up.
I am really liking the look of Calvin Phillips. So name Calvin.
I think it's Kelvin Phillips.
Kelvin?
Yeah, it's definitely not Calvin. I'm pretty certain it's Kelvin. I feel like England's biggest rival is now Belgium, not Germany. You're not wrong there. Nowadays, in terms of like playing ability and where they're at, definitely Belgium.
Yeah, goal kick. So Belgium did have an attack, but it's an England.
Oh no, it is Calvin Phillips. My bad.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Once again, Big Mike proves that he knows more about football than George.
Sure thing.
Apart from the fact that it's a corner, and I said it was a goal kick. But still, Belgian corner.
And also, I'm hungry and want this game to finish. I don't know if I'm going to do the stream on Tuesday. I can't be asked. It's just boring to watch. And I had more views playing FIFA, so which I'd never do. Now just pack openings. I'll do a career mode and get 4 times the views. People actually interested in that.
Just do it during the England game. Give us something.
I'll be so curious if it gets like how many more views it would get, even when England's playing. I might do it just for the bands. I would rather play FIFA than watch this kind of England football. I think this is what everyone thinks Mourinho plays like.
Yeah. Really has been.
It's actually, that's tweet worthy.
Okay. Kane's got the ball. Man's going to have another attempt, and there's another deflection. This time off for a corner. Come on, England. 82nd minute. Got an attacking corner. Oh, obviously, attacking corner. Just using words. Right words, just in the wrong order. So, Trippier about to take the corner. All the big players are coming up. Dyer, Maguire. Kane. We've got an aerial threat here.
Go on, Dyer. Make up for it.
Calvin Phillips, that's interesting.
Ran too early. Go on, Kane. Oh, what? Miss. Free header.
Free header, and he wide of the post.
God, how weird is that seeing him in number 20?
How is he on his own? It's just terrible defending.
That's shocking.
That is a bad. By Harry Kane standards, that is an awful miss.
The player you would not expect to do.
That's the player you want running in like that, jumping up ahead of it.
But he's scored headers from tough, like harder positions than that.
Yeah.
He's had a absolute free header.
Shocker.
And couldn't even get the target. Yeah, they're bringing on another teenager now. He's definitely going to play the excuse of, oh, I'm just testing up, playing my kids. Martinez.
Well, this is what we're saying about this competition. It hasn't got the X factor. It's not, the Euros next year is definitely what the international managers are interested in. That's what they want the victory in. And if you can experiment and bring players on in their development, then so be it. But for me, England's best player, I'll never say it on here because I'll never go for a defensive player, but England's best player in my mind so far has been Kyle Walker. The rest have looked pretty average, to say the least. Dyer obviously at fault for the penalty. Maguire, just don't see him. Don't know what he does.
I don't know what he does. Mount just got easily tackled by Castagna.
Mount, they'll probably give man of the match just because he had a deflected goal, and that's the way the commentators work. Don't know what else to say. The others.
There is nothing else to say. This is boring to watch.
Rashford normally looks lively, but it just doesn't have. No end product. No. Just gets the ball, runs at people, and then loses it more times than not.
Oh my god, I'm so bored. Can this game finish already?
Declan Rice trying to run up the wing. That'll be funny. Oh, 1-2 with Rashford. And back again, Rashford.
Into Rashford. Come on!
Awful shot. Terrible.
Oh, what was that?
What are you doing, Rashford? I mean, really, they actually interplay between Rice and Rashford
was quality.
2-1-2s, basically.
Into the space. Brilliant pass.
Great ball.
Terrible effort, man.
Did well to get the space, to get the right ability to shoot. And they actually got closer than I thought. Only just went over the bar. But it's a poor. Really, really should have made more of that. So that's two big chances England have missed in the last couple of minutes with Kane's header and Rashford's shot just there. Are they going to rue those misses? Just 5 minutes left. I don't think there'll be an awful lot of injury time. They'll add probably the normal 3 minutes.
3 minutes with the subs and the goal.
Yeah. So we shall see. Belgium don't seem to have urgency about them at the moment. Toby about to do what he's on. No, he's not. Just lays it infield.
Into the 12-year-old. That Versace.
Yeah.
That's another 18-year-old, but he looks a bit bigger. Actually, yeah, Reece James looks bloody huge for his age. I thought that was a really good tackle, actually. Yeah.
Still Belgium on the attack. Lukaku's on the edge of the area. He's back to goal.
Who's ace out?
Witsel.
Got to get across in Munia.
Wide.
Witsel killed him with that pass.
Trippier's done well with that.
It was such a soft pass from Witsel. He kind of killed him a bit there.
Well, what is Kane doing? He's a
free kick. Of course he did. The guy just barged into his back. He easily did.
He used his experience, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, but that's more of a foul than that Henderson penalty.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Trippier's done okay on the left.
Sonny, what a goal. I don't know if this is a troll or if Son's like playing in some sort of game.
Have England got another sub? Oh, they allowed 5. Are they? Oh.
Who? No, but they're not coming on. Oh, no. Who's wearing number 23?
I actually didn't recognise that player. I
didn't know they were allowed 5 in Nations League.
Well, let's not forget, I think everywhere he's allowing 5 subs.
Was it just the Prem that reverted back to the 3?
Yeah.
Ah. I didn't know that. Interesting.
So 88th minute. England holding out well. Will Belgium manage to get that one opportunity they need to equalise? Nice, good old-fashioned defending by Reece. No, who was it? Never mind. We're moving on. Belgium have got the ball, but in their own half.
It's almost 3 a.m. in Korea and Sonny isn't playing in. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I thought I knew it was a troll because I was like, someone just said earlier that Sonny's at Hotspur away. So Lee Smith, where's the defenders like Terry Butcher bleeding for the team? I'm just giving my age away now. Oh, you get sent off in a 7-match.
My age.
It's Sancho.
Sancho's that.
You can't tell because people don't have set numbers. It's like the first team numbers. You can't tell who's who.
Mount is off for Sancho. And just showing his
deflected
goal
off. That. I'm sorry for
the fact that he gets given that goal is criminal.
I know. No one knows if that's going in. No one knows if that's going in. I may forget what I was going to say. When am I dropping another FIFA 21 video? I am going to be streaming hopefully tomorrow evening, doing my first career mode episode. I'm playing football tonight, otherwise I would have done something tonight. But yeah, check it out tomorrow evening, about 8 o'clock-ish, roughly, by the time I get back from work. Going to be doing a lot more streams now. But the career mode ones I'll leave as videos after on the channel, in case you missed it.
So I am liking the look of Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, he is good. He is a good player.
Proper player. Very comfortable in the middle of the pitch.
At the moment, I do think he's better than Rice.
Yeah.
As a DM.
He's looked really good. I know it hasn't been on an awful long time. But
I think Rice just gets a lot more credit just because he's a bigger player. Like he's just taller. It's like the old English ways that you couldn't become a footballer unless you were big and fast and strong. You had to have all those attributes to be a footballer. Like 15 years ago. It's obviously why I never became a footballer. Obviously.
Yeah, that must be it. Okay, Caden says, let's get up to 300 likes.
Yeah. Don't even know what we're on
that
now.
like button.
We're on 228. Come on. 225 people in here, but a lot of you I know wouldn't have liked the stream. So make sure to give it a like. Let's get up to 300. Listen to your boy, Caden.
Is that onside? No. Okay, 4 minutes they've given for injury time. We're now 45 seconds into that. So England are going to get what is probably a shock victory. Belgium obviously higher in the international ratings. And this England team wasn't a strong England team. It was very strange.
Yeah.
Bit of a surprise. Yes, Belgium do look weaker than they've looked in previous years. They've got a few key players missing. And you've got the likes of De Bruyne just not doing what he normally does. I mean, he did that fantastic pass earlier, but just not quite on his game yet. I don't think De Bruyne was injured, to answer your question. I think
discussing tactics, I think.
International, the managers are treating this more or less like friendlies, even though they want to win. They're not putting everything into making sure they get the win. There's no way if this was a Euros game, for example, Euros finals, that they would have taken him off. No way at all. So they do treat these like glorified friendlies. 2 minutes to go. So let's see. Woo. Just trying to stay awake, guys. Trying to stay awake.
Oh, I cannot stay awake when this kind of football is being played on the most random days.
Alderweireld tackling Kane. We're about to have a fight. Oh, unlucky. Come on.
A minute and 10 seconds is going to feel like the longest 70 seconds of my life.
Well played, James.
James is a good player. If anything, James deserves to start ahead of.
Kane's got a ball right by the left corner flag.
He's just going to hold up, isn't he? Yeah, doesn't need to
hold it up. Yeah.
Doesn't need to score. There's a minute left. If anything, James deserves to start ahead of Trent from all the performances I've seen of the two. Trent has not done well in the Premier League at all.
That just won't
got
happen.
1 assist, and whereas Reece James has done extremely well. Yet, obviously, you won't get picked ahead of him.
Be a brave man to do that.
Christian, I think this is the story of any top Premier League player that goes to Madrid. It's almost like a retirement plan for them. You're guaranteed to win trophies because you're in one of the biggest teams in the world, and you get a lovely paycheck, and you get to eat paella non-stop. So I'm not surprised that Hazard's done nothing for Madrid. So it's a retirement plan. You get accolades for doing nothing if you play for Madrid.
It's all over.
Oh, finally. Full time.
Wow.
England have actually beaten Belgium. Congratulations.
So, apologise to Southgate.
No. No, I'll not apologise for watching that rubbish.
Apologise to him.
You know, it's weird when you see Aurier has better stats than Trent. Aurier's had a great start to the season. Exactly. I'm not even going to lie. Great. He's had a brilliant start to the season.
Giving him competition.
Yeah, it's helped him massively.
Makes sense. It'll be interesting to see how we manage the squad. It was easy when you have 3 games. Not easy.
Yeah, you can rotate more.
To give people playing time when you're playing 3 games in a week.
Now you've got the likes of maybe Sissoko and Winks not playing all the time. Lucas and Bergwijn certainly won't play all the time now that Bale was there.
You see Dyer chatting to Toby.
Not surprised. Is that Calvert-Lewin chatting to Lukaku? Yeah. Dang. The bloody fridge still there. What on earth is Trippier talking to De Bruyne about? So when you're joining me in Madrid, I'll see you in the Madrid derby next year. Yeah.
I can't stand these tables where they put the points first.
Yeah.
It's so confusing.
7-6-1-0. Well, it's safe to say it's over for Iceland, really. Although they've got Denmark and Iceland still have to play each other, so maybe not. But I don't know. I think it's basically over for Iceland. We won! Woo!
Too much danger of the two going through.
I'm so ecstatic
because that was Denmark's chance. Was that England got beat today? That was going to be Denmark's big chance, and somehow they managed to
beat Belgium.
I wouldn't say a performance, but they managed to get the victory.
Yeah, that's what matters at the end of the day, kind of.
So yeah, if we're with a Jose team when we get a result, we're happy. It's not always about how pretty the football is.
Yeah, but there's a difference between us being able to do that against top teams, and this is basically, like you said, a glorified friendly. If we played like this in the World Cup or the Euros, we would get spanked.
Oh yeah,
by Brazil, Germany, Portugal, Spain. We would get spanked by all of them if this is how we play.
What a pun they've done. England mount a comeback.
He hit it against Toby's foot.
Yeah.
All right.
So Dyer's conversation with Toby was, "Can't believe I gave you that penalty." And Toby's going, "I can't believe I gave you that goal."
Yeah. All right. I don't think we need to delve into too much analysis. I think it was pretty bog standard, not an entertaining game to watch, but England got the result in the end. So sets us up nicely for the Denmark game on Tuesday.
Thank you. Yay! The mascot worked. There you go.
Yeah.
Teletastic.online. Buy your own. Woo.
All right. Thanks for you lot that tuned in. We'll see if I do one on Tuesday or not. I don't know if I can be bothered if this is what we have to watch, to be honest with you. And it's against Denmark. It's not even as interesting. This is Belgium, and it's still not like... and it still wasn't interesting. So, yeah. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate all of you for coming in anyway.
Ericsson.
Sorry. I watched the Denmark one last time, and it was boring to watch as well. And Højbjerg, to be fair. But anyway, FIFA stream, hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll do it Tuesday instead of the England game because I can't be asked. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.